he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
60 outlaws. It's our time. 5. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Be driven.
Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. Open man is Ross, complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Bledsoe. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Ready? Mike 55. Mike 55. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Atkins now off the play fake. Finding Green complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I know you ain't got it.
Now Atkins. Off play action. Open man is Higgins. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited. And
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe airing one out for Boyd. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Atkins to throw on 2nd down. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Back to throw. Atkins. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Atkins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Atkins to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Atkins got an open man. It's QT. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again. Bledsoe. He completes it to Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike's 49. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, Bledsoe going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
49. Hey, Zoo.
To throw again, Bledsoe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
50, plant. 51. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ready.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
fire.
Operating from the gun. Bledsoe. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Down. 18 gain.
First down.
49. You're trapped. You're trapped.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Bledsoe. He gets this one to Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, Bledsoe. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
Set, ready? 8, read. 49. I got it. Recon, 132 fighter. What? Check it. Ready?
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, break. Watch the pass. Here we go. 25. Check 25. Go. Hit it.
They run it again with Chubb. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun. Bledsoe. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Got it. Come. Now.
They run. Chubb. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back. 61, matchbox right. 49. Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike's 49. Got you. I got you, son.
From the gun, Bledsoe under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
2nd and 13. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Atkins to throw. Operating from the gun. He's got his man here. It's Green. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Atkins now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Atkins going to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Atkins. And able to find Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. That's it.
Here's Atkins, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Adkins. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Otello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Keep dribbling.
From the gun, Bledsoe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets into football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Atkins from the gun, he'll throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's their game again. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch twist. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On the set. Smooth. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 49. There you go. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. He's got his man, Boyd. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A toss play to Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hey, exit. Ready? Let's go.
And again, it's Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, let go.
From the gun, Bledsoe. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Atkins to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here we go.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes! San Fran recovers. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Single.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cincinnati, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.